Hello guys, it's NautoAce, and this is going to be a follow-up on my press event from Ideal Factory of the games that's going to be coming out for PlayStation 4 and Steam. And of course they announced more Steam games release, and now there's another game that's going to come out that's exclusive to the Switch. Normally I would say, it should be on the PS4, but of course since PS4 doing some BS censorship, I think this is going to be a good one. So, to recap, 3 major games are going to be on the PS4. Unfortunately, 2 of their CG will be modified, i.e. censorship. However, one of the game will also be on Steam, and that will be uncensored. So, for anyone there, I highly get the Steam version than the PS4 version. Make some noise, let Sony know about it. So, with that said, they also added some new game. There's a new Aggress War game for the Steam. Usually, it was based on the PS4 or PSP game. They basically high-res it for Steam, and it's already out by the time of this recording. It is unfortunately that it's not going to be dubbed. They did already announce that, but at this point on, I probably can understand why. Is that either one is going to be in Steam, or 2, it was something that they were working from the side, and basically they said, hey, why not, let's do this. Again, kind of said before with my Compa and IF Chibi characters going to come out for Rebirth 1 for Steam. Probably they hired the Steam team here to port the PSP game to Steam. There you go. So, of course, probably doing English dub are going to cost a lot of money there. So, again, that's a little downside there, but hey, So, another game that was announced, I'm surprised they did this, and like I said, I kind of mentioned this before, and that is Moero Chronicle Hyper. Yes, it's the PS Vita and Switch game now on, or Steam game now it's on the Switch, excuse me there. Yeah, so it was originally on the Vita. Never bought it outside of Japan for 2 reasons. One is because it's really good. But second was, this is when the Vita was already in its down slope. So they just said, hey, let's not put our resource there. Let's just cut our losses. And then, of course, there's the Steam version, uncensored. But from what I heard, it's not really dubbed. I haven't played yet, but I think it's not going to be dubbed. We'll just have to wait and see. I'll have to check. I have to check in that one. So with that, anyway, case is it's also going to be on the Switch now, Hyper, with new features and lewd interactive features. Because remember, the Switch tablet itself is, you can touch it. So with that said, I would not surprised that it's not on the PS4 because, like I said, Sony's being a bastard right now with their censorship. So, what do you expect going to happen? Of course, it's going to be on another console. Remember, the president of Idea Factory said, if we have to censor ourselves on that particular console because either you're telling us to censor ourselves, I don't think so, we're going to put in another console that allows us to be uncensored, to freedom of expression. So, Steam to some extent, definitely the Switch. So I don't blame Idea Factory putting this on the Switch. So screw you, there's your loss there. Again, hashtag grow up Sony. So with this game going to be again, if it's based on the Steam version, again, if it's dubbed, good. I haven't tried it yet. One of these days I need to download that on Steam, and maybe then I'll give you my answer about it. Alright, so I did try out the Moero Chronicles for the Steam, and as well on Twitter, someone did ask about the Switch version. Moero Chronicles Hyper will have English dub, and Ideal Factory basically said, nope, this game will not have English dub, and just like the Steam version also didn't have a dub. So, if that's your basically deal breaker, I know, like I said, I'm a English dub supporter in Japanese games, but I kind of understand where they're coming from and why they kind of did this. One is it's probably on the Switch, and another one's probably on Steam. And as of right now, Idea Factory is that their primary system that they put on to develop is on the PlayStation, but as of right now, it's still the censorship bullshit, excuse the language, But yeah, so the bottom line is, yes, Moero Chronicles Hyper will not English dub, just like the one on Steam will not have English dub. It is what it is. That's the reason why it's $20, $29.99, $30, I mean. But of course, the first 2 weeks it will be 20% off, so here's your chance. So it's not really a big deal to some extent because you're not paying full price for the game. It's not a $60 game, so there you go. Kind of makes sense in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say there. I mean, that's freaking awesome. And of course, if you heard the news, if you're following Idea Factory, one of the rumor now they're saying is that they're changing their marketing to the current trend. So I don't know what that means. If the game is fun, I'll play it. That's fine. But the bigger one here is that, according to the president, that all Otome visual novel games from Idea Factory, that it's Hakui, Amnesia, and Code Realized, I think. I'm not really sure if that's part of it. But the bottom line is their visual novel catalog will now become a Switch exclusive. No longer going to be on the Vita. Heck, it's not going to be also on the PS4. And why is that again? Well, maybe because they're better in the portable, so I get the Switch. But the second reason, again, rumor has it, is that it is censorship. However, those games are not kind of lewd. Funny thing, Haku is not really lewd because it's a reverse harem. So does Amnesia, it's a reverse harem. Same goes with the fact Code Realized. So I don't really think there's anything lewd about this game. So I don't know if there's anything censorship, but I think it just makes more sense to be on the Switch rather than the PS4 because it's portable there. But the bottom line is, them thinking like this basically is because of the Sony censorship. Because, I forgot to mention this, that in Moero Chronicles Hyper, there was some Twitter from Compile Heart, and I couldn't really understand it because it's in Japanese, but a lot of people speculate that it was trying to give a big FU to Sony of their censorship. Who knows? But am I disappointed that a lot of the games that supported Sony now going to the Switch? At this point on, not so much, because again, Sony's being a prick. I don't blame Idea Factory, Compile Heart. Yeah, that's the follow-up, and I think right now is they gotta do what they gotta do to make a point, and I'm behind them 100% there. So again, Moero Chronicle Hyper is gonna be on the Switch. Does it have dub or not? If it's like the Steam version with more features, then probably not. Otome games going to be in the Switch. Makes more sense. You may agree with it, you might not. Even as a Sony supporter, kind of makes more sense in my opinion there. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. What's the future of Idea Factory and what's the future of Sony? Will they ever abolish this censorship bullcrap? We'll just have to wait and see. With that, I'll see you guys later.